Okay, hello everyone. Good evening and thanks a lot for joining. Uh, Great. So let's start the session. Let's go. Great. Okay, good evening, all. Good evening, good evening, good evening. We will wait for the people to join. Okay. Right. Okay. Hi, Anand Chaudhary, Azam Gopi, Azam Pasha, Bhai Badya. Good evening, Gopi. Good evening, guys. I hope you all are doing good. Okay. So let's start the session. Very good evening. Okay, recordings are not there. This is only a live session, so you can attend live, and whatever the notes I'll give you, you can take it ahead. Okay, great. Hello, sir. Hello. Hi, Singham. Okay, Rainesh. Okay, great. Hi, bro. Good evening. Good evening, Bhai Log. Hi, brother. Hi, Anna Mateen. Good evening. Right. So let's start the session. It's very interesting session today. Okay. Whatever the sessions that we have covered in the last class, hope you are aware like what we have done, what are the things that we have seen, and all those things. And today we will. Okay. 150% hike Sai Ganesh has got. So that's great. Sai Ganesh, congratulations. Hi all. Hi, Sai Ganesh. Email your details, we will check. Okay, and congratulations for your 150% hike. Okay, right side. Okay, Praveen, good evening. Hi, Blessy, good evening. Thanks. Arey bhai, thank you. Chalo, let's start the session. I hope you all are ready. We will discuss some things, Sai Teja. Okay, so we will discuss some things, and we will go over particular roadmaps that are needed for DevOps engineer to learn on the Docker side. Okay, so I'll share my screen. Let's get started. One, two, three, let's go. Okay, great. Just 1 second. Mm. Okay, so let me share my screen and let's get started. Okay, session has been started. So let's start the session. Okay, hello. Session has been started. Session has been started. Please join. Okay, I think I have replied to all the queries. Okay, good, great. Hello. Yes. Okay, so let's start the session. So now let's understand, like, till in the last class, in the last week, probably you have seen what is Linux, right? Last week we have covered these things, right? And you have also seen like what is CI/CD pipelines, what is kind of a Java code. You have seen what is pom.xml. In the last week, you have seen all these things, right? And definitely I have told you like how the pipelines are built, what other tools are there, how the code is converted into the smaller version from, let's say, some GBs to some MBs. We have seen all those things, correct? Those who are following me from the last week, they will be easily knowing that we have covered most of the things in the last week. And yes, you are confirming and you are acknowledging the same, right? So today, what we are going to do today, we are going to learn about. So let me put this height. Okay. So today we are going to make sure like you understand most of the things in the Docker side. Okay, that is very much important. So let's get started and let's understand like what is Docker, why this Docker is coming into the picture, what is the requirement of this Docker, why, when, how. Okay, so everything that you need to know about Docker we will cover today. So let's say like what is Docker, why Docker is used, when Docker is used, and how Docker is used. And finally I will show you in this conversion of the file transfer from the small size to the bigger size, or from the big size of GB to MB, how the conversion happens. Okay, so let's understand first of all like what is Docker. Very important, and very much like we need to understand like what is Docker all about, right? So let's start the session. Okay, so when we are trying to understand what is Docker, I'll simply tell you with a very simple scenario. Everyone knows this, right? So what is this? This is kind of a ship. right? And you have also seen like many of the ships are in the marine life, like they carry the containers, right? Have you all seen the containers getting transferred from one place to another? Yes, we all have been watching in the maybe Discovery in the TV, right? Okay, you want me to make the screen bigger? My screen is already big. I hope you are able to see, right? Okay, you want me to elaborate on a bigger screen? Okay, now I think it's visible to you. So now let's let's understand this is a ship, and this ship has maybe hundreds of containers are getting traveled from destination source. Okay, from source to destination, this ship is carrying all my containers. Okay, very interesting, right? So in one container, let's say container C1, I have Apple phones. Okay, in the container C2 I have rice. Okay, in the container C3 I have oil. Okay, in the container C4 I have maybe something like laptops. So what I am trying to say is one ship can carry multiple containers. Is it true? Yes, one ship can carry multiple containers. Do you agree with me? Yes, you all agree with me? One ship, any kind of ship which is transferring the data from the source to the destination, is carrying the things from one place to another, and it's trying to make us understand like how the things are working. Okay, so you all are telling yes. So let's try to understand like container C1, container C4, container C3, container C2. These all are carrying different types of loads from the source to the destination. So what is our requirement? So why we want to make this container travel from one place to another? Now also I will ask you one question. Now do you think that every container will have a container ID? So let's say like this will have a unique container ID. This container will have new container ID. Correct? Do you all agree with me? This container will have a new container ID. Yes, you all are agreeing with me. Now let's try to understand when I am going to talk about the items inside the container. So do you think that each item will have a separate ID? Yes, each item in the container will have a separate ID, separate tracker, separate label. You guys are understanding? So let's say a container having the items of Apple phones inside the container will have their separate tracker, separate ID, source, destination, who is the owner, who is the responsible person. Yes, you all are agreeing with me that every container will have its own container ID and every item inside the container. So let's say like this is my container. So this will have a container ID and the items inside the container. So let's say like item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5. Each item will have a separate tracker file. So what we say, like source, destination, pin code, right? The person name. You all agree with me? Correct. So each item in the ship will have this all tracker details, and we can track these data in a easier way. Now let's try to understand why we need to transport the items from one place to another, right? So now all of you tell me, if this ship is not there, for example, let's consider like this ship is not there. So what are the ways that you transfer the items from one place to another? Tell me. If this ship is not there, right? What are the places that? Okay, so I'll just ask this question. So tell me now, if the whatever we have discussed, right? So here we have discussed like ship taking the container items and all. Let's understand like the ship is not there. So what are the other ways? So people are telling like airways are there, People are telling like train is there. Okay, what are the other ways? So you carry the items. Sometimes we carry the items from one place to another. Sometimes flights are there, sometimes trains are there, and we are doing this live today, 20th December at 6:14 a.m. And people are telling all these things, and there are multiple comments like where exactly we are going and learning all these things, right? Okay, so people are telling like about cargo and all those things, right? So let me just put it. Just one second. I will give some links. Okay, via cargo, train, right? You all are correct. So what are the difficulties? Also, I'll tell you, and then we will try to understand some things out of it. Okay. And those who are watching on YouTube, please like the video. Okay. Okay, done. So you all are telling like transport is there. No, 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 it's not. It's the free DevOps course which we are doing. Okay, it's not related to any batch or anything. Okay. Now you all are understanding like this ship is not there. So you guys are telling like there are other multiple ways or means. Like some people are telling train, some people are telling cargo, some people are telling flights. But these all are difficulty. It has its own difficulty. If we send by train, time taken is more, right? Or if you send by train, maybe that destination doesn't have train connectivity issues, right? If you send by flights, price may be more. So all these things which are there, and security might not be there in train. You cannot have large iron boxes to keep safe. So that is the reason like the Docker is always equal to, you can say, like a ship. Okay, Docker is always taken in the form of ship, and the containers of Docker are taken as a shipping containers. Okay, in my terminology, these are like your Docker containers. Okay, I'll discuss about those things also. Right now, all of you tell me, the ship will have a captain. Yes, ship has a captain, correct? And have you heard this term? Like we always talk about, like very simple, Docker captain. How many of you have heard this term? Like there is a ongoing term, and people usually refer like I am a doctor, I'm a Docker captain. Have you heard about this Docker captain? Have you heard Docker captain? Like people say in the LinkedIn, people say I'm the Docker captain. No, you have not heard? Okay, no issues. So, person who is expert in Docker, right? Expert in Docker, they are called as Docker captain. And here, Docker captain is equal to the ship captain, right? So you need to understand like everything is a similarity here, similarity, and it's very easy for you to remember these concepts in the interview also, because I will be telling you all the things in the similar way, very easy for you to understand, and you can understand in a very simpler manner, right? So you understood this nomenclature. Now let's move ahead. Let's try to understand some more things. Once you have understood all these things, let's move ahead and let's figure out some additional points. Now let's try to understand the architecture of Docker, what it is all doing, what is the primary aspect of this Docker architecture. So very simple. Let me tell you this architecture of Docker. I hope you all are writing in your notebook whatever I am telling, so that it's easy for you in the future reference also, right? Right. So when we are discussing about the architecture of Docker, the important components of the Docker architecture are very simple, right? So let's say like I will write like this. Okay. So you can understand like this is kind of a terminal. This is kind of a very simple. I will explain. Okay. No textbook related things. Okay. Internal software. Okay. Docker core. Now, what happens, right? This is a DevOps engineer. Okay, this DevOps engineer is trying to go inside the ship, and he is called like a Docker captain, for example. Okay, so this Docker captain is trying to enter into the ship, and once he's entering into the ship, this is the terminal which you all see like a black screen, right? In the command cmd you call, or shell terminal, in Linux you call it, right? And you try to log in into the system. Once you are into the system, you can easily interact with the Docker software and the Docker core. Now, what is this all about? Now, when you are trying to understand, the Docker is something like working on a VM concept. Okay, have you heard about virtual machines? How many of you have heard about virtual machines? Yes, yes. The internal core, you can say like a Docker daemon. Okay. Now, all of you tell me how many of you have heard about virtual machines? You all know like what are they do? What does the virtual machine do? Yes. Okay. Few of you know. Okay. So let me make it very, very clear. The virtual machines are nothing but which are not existing in the physical way, but you can see or you can log in. You cannot feel. So I'll write simple. You cannot touch. Okay. You cannot physically feel, but virtually they are present. Okay, virtually present. And what is the use of the virtual machines? Let's say I have one physical machine. Okay, I have one physical machine. From this physical machine I can create, let's say 10 virtual machines. Okay, the power of the physical machine is divided into 10 virtual machines, and I can give to 10 people to run this. So 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, 4 person, 5 person, and similarly the 10 people will be using one virtual machine. Now whoever is working in a company, you can know that you have a physical laptop, correct? You have a physical laptop, and you try to log in into the client to virtual machine. How many of you do that? I have done this in when I was working in Infosys. Have you done this? Right, we all do. We are working on our physical laptop, but the client gives us the access of the virtual, right? You can log in, you can double click on that, and you can just click and it will take you to the client to virtual machine, right? And you should be able to understand, if your laptop is Windows, this machine can be either Windows or Linux. That doesn't depends on the parent platform, right? So your virtual machine can be any OS. It doesn't depends on your parent OS, right? So it's completely independent. So here you can understand like this is the wall between your physical machine and your client virtual machine, and it's they are both are independent. Okay, and there are suppose 50 employees in the organization, each one will get their own VM. Now let's say employee leave the company, the VM is disabled. Have you experienced this? Yes, putty log into server Citrix. Yes, definitely. Hypervisor, AWS WAM, you all are correct. Whatever you guys are telling, you all are absolutely correct. So hypervisor, WAM, Citrix, and putty log into the server. These all things comes under your putty login. We cannot say like we are logging into the virtual machine, but you can consider like putty log into the EC2 instance, right? Putty login into the virtual machine will be definitely coming under that picture. So you can understand these all things. And once the employee leaves the organization, tell me, deletion of VM once the employee exits, how much easy is this? Okay, can you tell me how much time it will take? Tell me, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 1 hour. What do you think? Once the employee exits from the organization, how much time does it take to delete the instance? Can you tell me, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? 1 second? 1 minute? Okay, 5 minutes? Just fraction of seconds. Okay, we are in the live session and మనతో పాటు చాలా తెలుగు వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నారు and I'm asking some of the questions to our people. Like once the virtual machine is destroyed in a company, like right, what are the ways or how much time it is taken? So 5 minutes, 1 second, 5 minutes. If we run Terraform, it will take 5 minutes. Okay, so ideal time is like, let's say, like in the few minutes, right? So you all are correct, like whatever you guys are telling, right? You are correct. So ideal time we can note like a 5 minute session. Okay, and in the 5 minutes the deletion of the VM will takes place. So it's easy. So why VM is easy to manage, right? Easy to manage, easy to operate, easy to delete, easy to install softwares, okay, and manageable. Everything comes in a very easy way. So that is the reason VM. And for your information, now all of you see here, this is the physical laptop, okay, and now I have installed a Docker software onto it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have multiple VMs inside the Docker. Now that is the power of Docker. One physical laptop, hundreds of machines, hundreds of virtual machines according to the Docker capacity. Are you able to understand? Or you can say like a physical laptop capacity. Are you guys understanding what I'm telling? So you can understand like this is a parent and this is a child, right? And they are able to produce this many containers, okay? And they have this many containers leverage according to the capacity, and the capacity purely depends on your CPU and memory. Are you guys understanding whatever I'm telling? Yes? Okay, how does the VM and Docker link? It's as simple as that, because you need to understand the concept of virtualization is helping the Docker to survive inside the parent machine. So what we have done here, you can say this as a parent laptop, and inside the laptop I have installed Docker software, and inside the Docker software I have virtual machines. So the containers ideally are equal to VMs. Now you got it, everyone? Yes? Sir, why these many VMs required? See, I will tell you. We are not telling like we need hundreds of VM. But what my intention to tell you is, if one software is installed, okay. So Priya, someone is asking, na? Devi is asking. Devi, see, tell me. See how many containers we are handling here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? There are 4 containers. Tell me. Yes or no? You have to tell me now. Just 1 second. Okay, right. So now you all tell me, Devi is asking one question, like why multiple containers are needed, right? So very simple. I am carrying one container Apple phones. So C1, I am containing Apple phones, right? C2, I am containing something else. So tell me, is my container dependent on the product? Yes. Is my containers dependent on the product? Yes. Now you understood. One container is containing Apple phone, one container, other container is using some other things. Yes, now you understood, right? So same way, in the physical, when we are working in the real-time Docker environment also, let me tell you, this container will host Ubuntu with application. Okay, this container will host maybe CentOS with application, correct? And this container might host some other software, Fedora with application. Are you guys able to get me? As simple, like I'm keeping very simple, very plain, so that you guys understand what exactly the crux is. And that is why I have started with this nomenclature, like what is Docker all about. Am I making sense to you all? Hide comment, okay. But tell me, those who are here, have you understood what is this Docker? Why containers are created? What is there inside the container? Why we are using container? Yes? Yes or no? If you tell me no, I'll tell again. If you tell me yes, I'll move ahead. Yes? Everyone, guys, if you all are here, please tell me. Yes? Yes? Okay, you all understood. Good. Everyone, I would need a response from everyone if you have understood like what we have discussed till now. Yes, yes, yes. People on LinkedIn, why you guys are silent as usual, like you always are silent? Okay, so okay, I would need a response from you also, whoever is watching me on LinkedIn, right? So you can also respond. Good analogy. Okay, Omar, understanding. Okay, great. So let's move ahead. Let's go to the some other concepts. Okay, now you understood all these things: why, when, what, and all. Now, very important. Let's deep dive into this one. Okay, what is the next one? We will try to discuss about the containers. Very important. Okay, so whenever you are learning anything under me or with anyone, try to analyze what you are learning, why you are learning, how you are learning, when you are learning. So simple way, even I follow whenever I'm learning something new. I try to understand like what are the containers, why they are used, how they are used, when they are used. So I told you, right, containers are nothing but, let's try to understand now the containers with a super example of, now in the kitchen. Okay, you have a jar. In the jar you have dal. All of you are, all of you know this, right? Inside your kitchen, right, this is your kitchen, right? And inside the kitchen you have a jar, right? And inside the jar you have a dal. All of you are getting me? Right. So kitchen is there, jar is there. Inside that, the dal is kept. Okay. Now we are trying to understand, when we are trying to put everything inside a jar, the dal is kept inside a jar. Why container? Now, can you tell me why? To make it more secure, can I write like this? I want to make my dal more secure. To make it more secure, right? The ingredients or ingredients is equal to dal. Okay, I want to make more secure my dal, to protect my dal, correct? To protect my dal, which is equal to your pulses, correct? To secure, to make it more secure, to airtight, right? What else? To prevent, okay, not to prevent, array, sorry, I have to write it again. Okay, kitchen, jar, dal. So why container is needed here? One, to protect it, to isolate it, airtight, safe, all the things are coming. Okay, so you guys are understanding, right? Yes. For to move, for kitchen activities, to easy access, like girls would know, to prevent spilling, yeah, girls will definitely know, right? So these all things we are doing, and that is the reason. Same way you can understand the other example, Docker as a kitchen, right? And the jars which you are keeping as a container, and the items inside the jar as your applications, right? So in the kitchen, there is one which is having dal, there is other container which is having sugar, there is other container which is having maybe dal, sugar, what else, rice, right? Now all of you tell me, have you ever attached a label on a container to identify? How many of you have done? When you are at a home, when you are in the kitchen, like we all have done, like adding a label onto the container, right? If you are in the kitchen, have you all done it? Like usually the girls will do, like they will attach a label onto the container, right? And they will say like, this is a jar, this is a dal, this is to identify easily. Yes, yes. So you can relate very easily. Little bit boys might feel difficult, but girls will definitely understand, and they have been doing this, right? Right. I'll discuss about the examples also, Docker container application, right? So very simple in the terminology, you can understand, right? So this is dal, this is sugar, this is rice. Okay. So we have been discussing all these things, like dal from the sugar. As simple as that. I'll iterate again the things for you, right? Which will be easy for you to understand. Okay. Right. So iteration goes like this. Just 1 second. Right. So till now we have understood from the very scratch, we have started why the Docker containers, why the ship, and all those things, and we have understood the nomenclature, and we have understood all these things. We have come to the container part. So we have understood like the kitchen, the jar, and inside that there is a dal. So Docker, the container, and the applications, and why we are using it, right? And you can understand like why we have given labels. And as we move ahead, we will find some interesting facts with real-time examples. I'll try to make you understand. But tell me, till now, how is the session? All good, right? Okay, now it's no need, easy understanding. Okay, good. You all are able to understand things. Great, awesome, right? So we will move ahead and we will try to analyze some more things in this live session. Okay, right. So let's go ahead. Let's try to understand some more things. So labels are there and everything is there now. Very important, very important part. Okay, now the next concept comes into the picture is equal to Dockerfile. Have you heard about this? How many of you have heard about this Dockerfile? Awesome. Okay, all is very good. Now, very simple I am keeping, okay, so that every fresher can understand. Now, how many of you have heard about Dockerfile? Yes, you have heard. Good. Okay, so you all have heard, but I will make your life easier. What is a Docker file? Now, very simple. With our sense, we will try to understand the Docker file is equal to a tracking slip. Can I say that a Docker file is nothing but a tracking slip or a tracking courier parcel? Or what do you say? Like in the post we do, right? What do you say? What do you say, like that Indian Post or DTDC, you get acknowledgement slip, right? From address to address, sender's address, the cost, the type of the packaging material. What do you say? Blueprint? Do you say blueprint? What do you say that? What is that called, I'm asking? Tracker ID, slip, they give an acknowledgement copy, invoice. Okay, let's keep like this because it will be easy for you. So let's make like this: the Docker file is equal to invoice in the shipment parcel. Okay, we will consider like this. Now all of you tell me, in the shipment parcel, what are the things that will be there? Now you all tell me, in the shipment parcel invoice, what are the things will be there? Sender's address, receiver's address, right? Cost, weight, name. What else will be there? To address, place. Correct. Place. What else? Quickly. You have to tell me quickly. Okay. So unique reference ID, correct? Content unique reference ID. Okay, good. So you all are correct. So let me put it like this. Price I have put it. Invoice ID also I will put it. So you all are correct. In the tracking invoice statements, you will have all these things like sender's address, what is it? Receiver's address, cost, weight, name, place, ID, everything. Now what I'm trying to do is I'll simply say like these all things are equal to Dockerfile. Okay, this is all data. The data can be equal to Dockerfile. So simply remember, whenever someone asks what is a Dockerfile, just say these lines. Okay, so I'll tell you what is a Dockerfile. In the Dockerfile, you will have from, you will have, see, I'll write some things. One second. So I'm thinking from maintainer env arc run copy. What else we can add? Okay. Name, place, ID, copy. I'll put last entry point, uh, workspace, work directory. Okay. Now all of you see here, I have made a very simple Docker file. Yes. The port also I'll mention. Array shit. Okay. I'll write again. No issues. Sometimes this happens. Okay. I'll write it here for your information. I'll write again. You all can take a note of it. Okay. Docker file. The from address. Okay. The maintainer. Arc, env, work directory, uh, run, then I'll write cmd, expose, entry point. Okay, all of you please write down this. I'll discuss about these things. Very simple. Okay. User port. Okay, I'll write those also. User port. Okay. Just write it. I will tell you. Okay. All of you write it. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. The from, the maintainer, the env arg. What are these things? I'll explain you. First of all, write it on your notebook. I will explain. Okay. I will explain in 2 minutes. Okay. Please write it first. Yeah. All of you write it. I'll explain in 2 minutes. Okay, all of you have written, right? So let's move ahead and let's try to understand what each of the points is doing. Okay, so all of you see here, as we are trying to compare this ticket, right? The tracking ticket, which I have told you, tracking invoice ID is equal to your Docker container. So what is this from? From is basically, you can understand like the sender's address. Okay, all of you please try to understand. This from is equal to the sender's address. The maintainers is equal to the from address. Okay, the arguments is equal to your pin code. Okay, the environment variable is kind of an article weight. Okay, the work directory equal to your contents. The run is equal to the method that the transfer happens. I mean, both the run and the CMD both depends on this. The expose is equal to, you can understand like a tracking ID. Okay. The entry point user, again, you can consider like a add name. Okay. The entry point is like the start point or courier point. Okay, so you understood, right, how this naming conventions has been given. The from address is center's address, maintenance from address, argument like the arg, right? I'll tell you what exactly in real time each one will define. The pin code, the article weight, the contents, the method that transfers happens, tracking ID, start point, the courier point name, and everything is written in a simple format. So let me try to explain you what is this from. So all of you see here, every Docker container, when it is created, Okay, every Docker container, when it is created, it will have certain values in it. It will have certain content in it, right? So let's understand, like, this is a container and this is the application. Very simple. Okay, this is a container, this is an application. Now what I'm trying to understand is, from this overall perspective, my application is safe, reliable, secure, isolated, right? And here application was equal to your dal, which we have considered. Now when we try to understand, like, the from, maintainer, and all those things, this is kind of a base OS platform. Okay, so I have already told you this entire container is made up of maybe CentOS, made up of Ubuntu, made up of any flavor, Fedora, right? These all things are there. So you can understand, like, whenever I type from, it is kind of a base OS platform. It means the containers, you can consider like the heart, the from which material the container is getting created. So you can say like the container is getting created from CentOS, Ubuntu flavor, right? And all those things, right? Sender's address and from address. Okay, sorry. So you can say like this as a from address, or this as a sender's, like, what is that? To address. You can consider like this. Okay. So from address, base OS platform, and maintainer is the person who is going to maintain this, who is the owner of this. So owner is to address, right? So owner. Okay, and your arguments, like, I'll tell you, in the Linux systems, everything is a variable parameter concept. Okay, so this arguments and environment parameters, you can consider like a environment variables or parameters. Okay, you can consider like that. This work directory is nothing but the directory inside the directory inside the container, and run and cmd together forms the commands to execute inside the container. First of all, write this. If I write everything, it will be a little bit clumsy for you. First write this, I'll tell you what is the next things. Okay, all of you write it, I'll tell you what it is this. Okay, so you all are writing all the things. I am making it clear, everyone. Pro, can you explain what is CMD description is? See, for going everything inside, it will be difficult, but try to understand. Have you all written this first of all? You can take a screenshot also if you want. Have you all written, or you need still some time? See, these all things. Written, not written, yes, no. Yes, what about others? Port number will be default 8080. No, port number will never be default 8080. I'll tell you about the port number. Yeah, you can continue. Okay. Okay, all are good. So let's move ahead. Let's try to understand what is this port, right? Now, see, in DevOps tools, we have covered about Jenkins. Okay, we have not covered probably in the batch DevOps batch 14. Those who have joined, we will cover SonarQube. You will have JFrog. So Jenkins will be running on port 8080, SonarQube will be running on the port 9000, JFrog will be running on the port 9001. So how these ports are coming is basically these are the ports which are equal to your port number, and you can say expose. Okay, so whenever I say expose equal to 9000, it means the container application will be talking on the port 9000. So I will tell you, like we usually do like this localhost, when we say 9000, right, your application will be opened on the Google Chrome, right? So those who have joined the batch 18, sorry, batch 14, right, DevOps batch 14, those who have joined with me, you will be doing the Java code, you will be doing the Python code from basics to advanced, and I will be showing you the complete architecture deployment of Docker installation, the conversion of the code. We will see the conversion of the code into the jar, into the image, right, and into the container, and then to a pod, and then in the dashboard, right, kind of a SRE, and these all things kind of a DevOps work, right? So you will see all those things. Now, if you all have written this, I'll leave some of the things for your what do you say, for your information. Like you can search in the internet, you can write it. Okay. Now let's see some more things. The next part is very very important, which is your commands. Okay. So let's type like commands in Dockerfile. Okay. Now all of you tell me how we will remember all these things. Correct? It's very difficult, right? How to isolate two containers? Praveen, I have joined late. Please provide the. Okay. How to isolate two containers in Docker? We will discuss. Okay. So you all are clear. Now, all of you tell me commands in a Docker file, how to remember. So many of the DevOps engineers say, how to remember commands in Docker file, right? Many of the DevOps engineer complain. So I'll tell you a very simple story. So we will try to analyze things in a simple story format. Okay. So please write down in your notebook: push, pull, create, run, build. Okay. What else you have? Logs, inspect, network. Okay, fine. Docker push, Docker pull, Docker image. Okay, 1, 2. These all are Docker commands, by the way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Docker push, Docker pull, Docker create, Docker run, Docker build, Docker logs, Docker inspect, Docker network. Yeah, so there are other commands also, right? Docker ps, yes, 10 commands is okay. That's it. Any other commands you are aware of which you want me to write? Docker rm is there. Any other commands you remember, you wish, or you want to share anything? Docker volume, very important. Yes. Let me write it. Any other commands? You tell me, I'll write it. Docker RMI. Yes. Docker stop, run. Run we have written. Docker version. Okay. Anything else you remember? Quickly. Good. This is again very important. Docker exec. Docker stack. Okay. Anything else you remember, like you want me to write quickly, guys? Okay. Docker compose. 15, 16. Docker compose. 17. Docker stacks. Docker stacks. What else? Docker prune. Okay. Two more, 18 we have written. We will do 19 and 20. Two more commands. Docker kill, Docker swarm. Okay. Right. So Docker kill and Docker swarm. Okay, so we have almost like 20 commands with us: push, pull, create, run, build, logs, inspect, network, image, volume, RMI, start, stop, restart, version, exec, Docker compose, stats, prune, kill, swarm. So this is like the all-rounder commands which we have in here. And please write down in your notebook, and don't worry, because all these things, once you learn, try to do hands-on, you will be able to easily understand. Okay, right? Please write down in your notebook, and I hope you are enjoying this session. You can take a screenshot, right, and you can put it on LinkedIn also. Like, many of you might not aware like how to use LinkedIn, but I'll tell you today in a very simple format. Create LinkedIn, which is very, very important. Once you come to your home page, click on start, and you can say it. Once you say it, you have to type name. Your type name will come. You can type hey DevOps also, the name will come. And you can see here, there is an add media option. You can add any screenshot that you like. For example, you can you can put the screenshot of Dockerfile. You can put the screenshot. So I'll put like this for everyone to take a screenshot, right? Because it really looks good. And with this, what will happen is other people will come to know about your LinkedIn. They will try to connect with you. They will try to engage with you. The way you join my session, the other people will also love the content that you are sharing. So you can take a screenshot of this. You can post it on LinkedIn. This is one step. And either you can take the ship one, like why Docker, what Docker, people will try to understand with this. Okay, this is how the Docker is there. The nomenclature, you can tell this is what we have learned in the class. Or the interesting fact is you can tell about the commands which we have written here. So how many of you are going to post on the LinkedIn? You all have LinkedIn IDs with you? All of you have LinkedIn IDs with you? Yes? Yes, no? No, yes? Yes? Okay, Shravani Shamla, Times of America. Arre wah. Okay, so first we will offer, after we will tell. Okay, first we will, after we will tell. Okay, whatever is, you guys do it. I would love to connect with you all, those who are here, and you will get all the things. Okay, now this is all things we have. Now, one important thing. So those who want this recordings, anyways, you guys are watching me on YouTube, right? So you have my YouTube channel for any time for your reference. Let's say tomorrow you want to come and check like what you have studied, you can come here. You can go to the live section. All the live sessions will be here. Okay, so you can watch it here. You want documents where the documents will be, the documents, the recorded sessions will be on YouTube, right? And the documents will be in your free DevOps course. So I don't know how many of you have registered for the free course and joined here, but all the documents are in the website, all documents. And today's class documents, along with interview questions, I will upload interview questions, scenarios, handwritten notes, right? Handwritten notes, I will upload in the website portal. Okay, these all documents I'll give it to you. So no worries, right? So those who have joined for the free course, you can get the data from there. And those who want to watch the recordings, like any recordings you want, any videos you want, all this like mock interviews, how I take the mock interviews, how the people are actually talking, how they are hunting the companies in the outside world, what they are doing. So these all things you will come to know on my YouTube channel. Okay. And obviously my LinkedIn is also there for you to connect with me. Now, yes, show in the website. I can give you the link. You can, so as of now, if you have not enrolled, you cannot see it. But if you have enrolled for the batch 14, no issues. We are going to continue the same things in the batch 14 also. So let me tell you, the classes are starting next week of the batch 14. Okay. And this is what we are going to offer in the batch 14. I'll give you the link. In the batch 14, you are going to have the recordings as well as the live sessions, both the things will be there. And we are going to give you assignments, interview questions, project hands-on documents, and everything that you need to get an idea to land a dream job, right? So if you see here, these all things we are starting from next week: the Linux fundamentals, networking, RHCSA hands-on, role-based access, Git depth features, Jenkins CI/CD, DevSecOps. These all things, whatever you are seeing, we will be covering in the batch 14. Okay, and entire batch I will be leading. I will be there with you all, and I will be doing the hands-on, and you will be working with me in understanding things. Okay, so this is a December batch. Almost 80 plus hours live classes. Every Wednesday, one session will be there, and every Saturday and Sunday, two sessions will be there. Recordings will be available, assignments will be given. You're going to get 14 projects, from which you can take some 3-4 projects for your resume. Little bit AI we will touch base, and certificate of completion. Coming on to the week wise topics, you will start the DevOps and SRE fundamentals from the next week. You will have some ideas of this CI/CD. We will touch base all this concept like branching strategy, hands-on, Sonar Cube, code coverage, JFrog URL. Then you will have the Docker architecture, Istio, Helm charts, Kubernetes components, Kubernetes interview questions. Then you have Python list tuples, everything. Then you have Kubernetes advanced like operators, custom resource definitions, security, networking, Istio, Kiali, Jaeger monitoring, troubleshooting, walkthrough, admission controllers. Then you will have Terraform hands-on installation, AWS scenario, CIDRs, API gateways, Route 53, network load balancer. Then you will have Ansible. So Ansible, you can see all these things automation wise, all the data is there. Then you will have Azure, like Azure Resource Group, Resource Manager, virtual machines, virtual networks, scaling sets, CLI, how to integrate your runner, uh, all those things along with your resume building. Then you will have LinkedIn profile optimization, job hunt, LinkedIn profile walkthrough, application of jobs, how you can grab jobs outside India, remote opportunities. And these are the projects: Jenkins DevSecOps pipeline, Jenkins pipeline, Docker advanced project, Argo CD, Python projects, Helm charts, monitoring, AWS infrastructure, shell scripting, Azure. For every session, you have one project with you. Okay. So anyone who is interested, right, you can get the things here, right? So you can check here and get the data, right? So yeah, I can put my fan AC, but I don't want to do it. Right, so that's the reason, right? So I'll take some questions from now. So please ask your questions. Any questions you have, you can ask me. And documents will be uploaded in the portal. The fees of this batch 14, which I'm going to teach you, no other person will be there. I'll just show you the fees also. You can try to enroll yourself. The 499, including all the things. So once you book your seat, it will take you to this page. You will apply your name, email ID, phone number. And if you want a dedicated mentorship where I and you will be there, you can opt for this. If you want a previous batch recording, you can opt for this. Many of times people usually take it and then lose the things. They will not get it again. So anyone who is interested, you can opt for these things, and the price is 499. So I'm sharing this link, and I will. What's the difference? So, right, the major difference is the projects and the hands-on scenarios and the real-time experience, the interview questions. All this difference are your projects. Whatever you are seeing, along with that, the job guidance will be there, like the sample resume templates, LinkedIn profile optimization, roles and responsibilities, portfolio creation, my interview questions from Infosys, Walmart, Verizon, and mock interviews. I'll take it, HR rounds preparation, job portal walkthrough. So all these things we will do it. So these all things you will have. Okay. Yes. And if anyone wants to opt for this, this is the link, and I'm giving on the LinkedIn also. Or else you can just type heydevops.in/batch 14. It will get loaded up. Okay. And those who are watching me on LinkedIn, you can find the link. It's already, people have started posting it. That's great, and it looks awesome, right? And you can add some things also, like what you have learned, what was the Docker file, what was this, right? So I have commented it, right? So check that, and definitely it will help you in your profile getting reached to the other people also. So start creating content. Definitely it will help you in scaling things. Okay. And this is the batch 14 link if anyone wants to enroll. Timing, yes, very important. People are asking for timing, so I have to tell you. So the timing is, it's a morning batch, basically. So you can see here classes will be on 3 hours every week. every weekend 9 a.m. to 11:30 or 12 p.m. IST. Okay, and Wednesday you will have 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. So this is like your inbuilt session timings and all will be there. Okay. So anyone who is interested, you can opt for the batch 14. The link is here. And one more thing, because the classes are starting from the coming week, okay, we will be making sure like you are getting things, whatever it is required. Once you enroll, you will have all the access to the recordings, all the access to the your live sessions and the documents, interview questions, and interview preparation materials. Okay, so everything is lined up. Yes, classes are on weekends. Yes. So any other questions you have, you can ask me. And anyone who is interested to enroll, you can enroll. And apart from the batch 14, any generic questions you have, you can ask me. Let's say from tomorrow you are giving interviews, you are not able to clear, you want to ask me something, you can ask that also. And anyone who is enrolling, please check the seats availability. With 4999, right, some seats are available, you can go ahead and apply. Yes, classes are on weekends. Yes, classes are on weekends only. Yes. Okay, what is the difference between free and the paid session? I have told you, in the paid session you will have dedicated mentorship, you will have all the real time projects, you will have interview questions and answers, so that the guide I will give to you. Okay, that is the major difference. Okay, so anyone who is interested, you can opt for it. Okay. And some of the scenario based interview questions so you can see here of the. Okay, so the based Jenkins file, Docker file, Kubernetes file, everything I'll be sharing to you. Yes, class will be useful for the freshers also. Yes, definitely. Sheikh Bhai, yes. So anyone who is interested, you can opt for it, and we can definitely discuss if you have any questions. But I hope you have liked the today's class. Like I will teach you in this simple manner, okay, that you can take my guarantee. Everything will be compared with your real-time examples, with your real-time life examples I'll be covering. Okay, maybe this, whatever you have seen today, right? Whatever you have seen today, everything on a real time. Yes, from scratch, 2 months. 2 months, it's 2 months, and 2 months I'll be there. Yes, it will be helping you to shift the roles also. Yes, live projects I will do. Yes, I'll do the live projects from scratch. Yes. So please enroll here. This is the link. You can enroll here and you can get the idea of what exactly this batch is, how it is going to help you and all those things. No, no, 2 months. 2 months, okay. Not 1 month, 2 months. Okay. So anyone who is interested, by the way, like in coming onboarding with us. Okay. Yeah, so let me share. Yeah, so we have covered all these things, and I hope you have liked the session. Are you doing project now? Like, no, I am not going to do any project right now. I'll take it maybe in the next class. Okay, 2 months means only weekend. 16, 20, 26, 26 to 1 month total sessions are there. Yes. Okay. Do you have any openings, bro? See, I don't have any openings, but definitely there are some companies who are looking out for opportunities. You can definitely look out in the LinkedIn. Okay, definitely it will help you. Kiran, I didn't get that. What is you are telling? 1 month you want? If you can be a little bit specific, I can tell you like what exactly you are looking for. Is class ended or no? Class is ended. You guys can drop if you don't have any questions. If you have questions, you can ask. How much can I land from 8 to after this? So how much is your experience, Pawan? Pranav. Okay, Pranav. How much is your experience? Based on that, I can tell you, right? If you have 2 years, you have 8 LPA. What is that? 2 plus. Okay, 2 plus you have 8 LPA. It's a good package, by the way. Okay, you can still go to like 14 easily, no issues. I'm in good company, like a product based companies. You can get it. It's 2 months, 2 months, not 1 month. Okay, it's not 1 month, 2 months. Teach me Saturday. Sure, sure, definitely, definitely. No, it's not like you become a complete DevOps engineer. My intention is to make your job prepared. Okay. So you have to work, I will also work, like that. Okay. You got it, right? So I'll be giving you the scenarios, projects, interview questions, and answers. So you will also prepare. 3 days you will prepare, 3 days I will prepare myself. Uh, DevOps are used in cloud only or on? See, both, both. Okay. It's not like on premise is used or cloud is used, both. Okay, anyone interested to enroll for batch 14 DevOps and SRE? Please let me know your name. Yes, no, yes, no. I had DevOps experience, but I'm jobless for 6 months. Yes, it's a high time. Shivani, you do the job search. Like we have discussed multiple times your scenario. So I know like you have to get job soon. How to upskill by batch 14, you can do it. Yes, ideally for every DevOps batch, I do this meetups, regular meetups. So this batch, I'll plan something. Okay, definitely, I'll plan something. As of now, I'm looking for some place and all. How do you see AI changing the DevOps role over the next 3 to 5 years? See, you don't need to worry about AI at all, right? Prasanna or anyone, those who are asking me this question, right? Because AI is helping us to grow. As simple as that. AI is helping us to grow in the coming times, and it will definitely cherish in the coming times. Okay, so don't worry about whether AI will change anything or not. Nothing will happen. It's just like it will help you in upskilling, making things change, roll out things, learn things, all those things. Okay. Right. Times of America. Good. Difference between DevOps and SRE. Okay, this is again one famous question which I get it, right. So DevOps is all about you can understand like the you can understand like playing with the tools. Very simple, I will put it. DevOps is all about you play with the tools, you integrate the tools, and you reduce the time of action, right, of human action. SRE is all about the reliability of the system, the uptime of the system, the health of the system, the monitoring of the system. Those are the things. So two are different. Like this one plays with the tool, plays with the what is it, like the concepts, the integration, and all those things. The other SRE part, monitoring and the system work. Okay, right. Kalimattu Anudurai, thank you. Prasanna, thank you. If you're already having experience, will you cover it in 1 month? No, no, it will be 2 months. Either experience or not experience, it's going to be 2 months. Okay, Kiranmai? Okay. DevSecOps is also there. Yes, DevSecOps is also part, and you can get that. No issues. Any other questions anyone have? You can share your link with your friends also. Okay. Hi, Praveen. I am working as a cloud DevOps engineer. Do we actually need AI/ML in our domain, as we talked about today's scenario? See, AI/ML is needed for learning, definitely. But as of now, it's not required. Companies are not aggressively looking for AI/ML DevOps engineers. Definitely, there is a need in the future. Like we need to learn, we need to upskill, right? If both DevOps and SRE, then we have to learn different tools. Yes, that's true. Okay. If both SRE and DevOps are different, two different tools are there. Also, I joined, but I am having the same questions. Can you arrange a Q&A session for batch 14? Yes, definitely there is a Q&A session for batch 14, which will be there in the coming days. So don't worry. Okay. Currently, I am carrying 2.8 years of experience, 1.8 years as a customer support role in TechM, and 1 year as a senior analyst. How can justify DevOps intimates? Can I help you? Yes. So see, you should not tell like you are having a customer support role in TechM, 1 year as an analyst. Probably we will be doing the complete left shift for your resume as a DevOps and SRE engineer. You keep some projects from my end, right? And you try to attend the interviews. Probably the pros and cons we will analyze and we will fix those things. Okay. Right. Ram is telling, thank you for sharing your knowledge. Your teaching is really good. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Great, great, great. Thank you. Nothing more to discuss on Docker, bro. Yeah. As of now, I am done. Thank you, Praveen, for your and helping the Telugu community. Thank you, brother. Thank you for your time. Those who don't have questions, you can drop off. This was just like an intro session for you to understand how the things are working and all those things. Price of batch 14, it's 4,999. Okay. It's 4,999. You can get this link here, and I am sharing this link here also. Okay, you can get the idea. Yes, Sharma. Yes, I have shared the link on the LinkedIn live stream itself. You will get as a comment. Uh, yes, Sheikh Bhai, it has changed and it will again change. Okay. Yes, Blessy, you can drop off if you don't have any questions. Sir, in batch 20, organization things. Little bit, we will touch base definitely again those things, Manoj Kumar, and we will try to do some hands on also. 2 years, little bit difficult, but definitely it can happen. Okay, in the coming days, if you keep on working, if you find a solution to fix that gap, definitely it's going to help you. No issues. Okay, right. So thanks a lot for joining. One-to-one sessions will be happening after the batch 14, or we can say, no, you can select any time. So there is no such thing like a particular date and time. Anytime you can connect. Okay, no issues if you are taking. Okay, Shravani. Right. So anyone who is interested in the batch 14, I have given the link again. You guys can see 1 to 2 slots we have opened for 4,999. Again, if those slots are completed, we will update the price again to the next price. Okay. So if you are interested, you can opt for it. You can learn. You can get the guidance and mentorship under me, and the batch 14 is starting in the next coming days. So please make sure you are enrolling. All the documents are downloadable in batch 14. You can download it, you can take a printout, and definitely all these live sessions are there, recordings you will get it. So opt as per your convenience, and share it with your friends, learn everyone and grow. Okay, so thanks a lot for joining. We will meet in the next session, and until then, take care. Bye. Thank you all. I hope it was a good session. Post it on LinkedIn, share it with your friends, and learn well. Okay. US shifts, it's a IST morning slot. So IST timings are there. By the time your time comes, recordings will be available. Okay. So you can check that. Right? Appal Swami, Appal Yashwant. Okay. I have experience for 4 years, but unable to get jobs as I'm already at high package, so it's difficult to get job now. No, DSA is not needed. Okay, DSA is not needed. The basic DevOps SRE along with some Python coding can definitely help you. Yes. Okay. Nowhere like hard code DSA is never needed. Okay, that's very important practice, which we have been doing, which we have been telling to everyone, and people tell that we definitely need like DevOps and SRE things along with DSA. So I've shared you the link. You can check that. Okay. Thanks a lot for joining. Please take care. We will meet in the next session. Like the video, share the video with your friends, like the demo part and all. Definitely it will help you. Bye and take care. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you all. Thank you. Bye.